Alright, welcome back. So this is more or less a part 2 or update to this snowblower. After yesterday's video, I actually looked into it a little bit further. So I was thinking about it, what was causing it to basically, it was on full run on this side, where it felt like it was still kind of getting choked out still, or the throttle was basically stuck. So what I did is I actually took the carb off of it, and I went through the carb, and basically with it being, I checked it all out, and it was found that when the previous person who had this installed it back, they didn't have the actual governor spring on the back of it correctly mounted. And what happened was it was partially open. So what happens is when you actually, there's a rod back here, when you have it all the way down, it actually kind of leaves the flap in the back, the throttle plate in the back, open. So then basically you're controlling all the airflow via the choke. It was kind of stuck, where it was only stuck a quarter of a turn, but it wasn't seized, it was just kind of misinstalled. So with that, and obviously the spark plug was damaged where it was pushed in a little bit. I actually looked up that plug number, and it looks like it's like a dual tip, so it doesn't look like a chunk. I was thinking if maybe possibly a chunk fell off and went inside the engine, but actually that's the design of that plug. I didn't see anything referencing that it was, overheated or possibly, smashed to the point where it broke it into two. That actually doesn't look like to be the case for that, because they actually make like a dual tip, a tri-tip I saw. But yeah, so nonetheless, I just went over it a little bit and I found what the issue was. And I think now I have it dialed in better. So this is basically the next day. I also had to trim the primer line. With this primer line, I kind of don't like the design. It actually is supposed to, the reason it's so long is they actually want you to loop this all the way around and then go up and through the other side. Whereas, this may cause you an issue if you had, if this was a little bit closer. I left a little bit of flex where you can actually move it. But if you had it a little bit tighter, obviously it's going to impede on your basically your choke operation. But normally it's just easier just to trim it right where the primer side is right here, because it's a straight shot, so it's not hard to do. That was pretty much all I had to do. Oh, and then the fuel line. That fuel line yesterday, I went to basically a correct fuel line hose. I didn't like the fact that when I took that rubber off, it was like I don't know what kind of water hose or drain hose it was. I didn't like that material because it got so hard. So I was assuming that maybe possibly something was causing that issue with it too. But I went back to a rubber hose, so it's nothing bad or hard. It was just, I believe it's 1/4 inch. So I think I finally have it dialed in. Today was just a quick follow-up. I just wanted, if you just were curious to know what happened with this, it was more or less just a quick follow-up. So what I'll do is I'll take it outside right now and just do a quick run on it. I'll just let it run for a few minutes and just wrap this one up. So I think this one will be ready for the upcoming season. Other than a little bit of spray paint, I probably could spray paint the bucket a little bit. We could then get it ready for next season. So join me as I go outside of the garage and start this up. So I have a little bit of fuel still in it. You can kind of see the shadow of it. What I'll do is I will just pull the tripod up a little bit. And like I said, I'm just going to let this run for just like a couple minutes. And you can actually hear the difference in sound it makes from the previous day. So yeah, it was definitely something stuck with the throttle, or basically it was misinstalled. So I can't blame it saying that this was the engine's fault. It was basically the previous owner's fault with all the issues found with it and the plug and the different things. I give him credit for trying, but if he just would have just taken a little more effort into possibly looking into stuff, probably would have avoided some of the issues. So alright, so what I'll do is I'll put it to choke. Choke is to the right, so just in case anybody wants to know, choke is right and then full run is left. So we'll leave it on choke. I'll give it a few primes. It still has fuel in it. And I will give it a pull. Try half. here. I don't have much fuel in it, so that's probably why it's causing issues right now. See what the issue is? If you don't pay attention like I didn't even notice this till right now. The starter key's not pushed in. That's why I wasn't starting. So let's do that again. It's choked. A little error like that will probably cause it to have this issue, and you'll be running in circles thinking you didn't do something right. As you can see, first floor. Should be running at this type of RPM. everybody gets the point. It runs. It seems to be okay. And yeah, I had a little bit of fuel in there. I just gave it a shot of stabilizer because it is going to sit for a little bit. So, you know, obviously I didn't run it completely dry, but there's a little bit of fuel in there, but with stabilizer it should be fine. If not, most of it will probably evaporate anyways. It's a little bit left, but as you can see, it runs good. And yeah, like I said, I didn't even notice that the key was just a partial way out because I usually don't have them pushed all the way in when I have them for storage. So just being like that out doesn't make a good connection, so you won't get spark. But yeah, I usually just leave them out like that, and it was just something that I bypassed. But no, it runs and operates fine. I mean, you saw it basically started after I had the key pushed in correctly. But yeah, it seems to be okay now. I mean, probably could use a bolt because this thing rattles a little bit because I think the one side bolt is missing on that side and that side. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, it runs and operates. I can't fault the engine for this. This was basically all user error and how it ran initially. But yeah, I just wanted to close this one out. So this one's going to be good and ready for next season. And yeah, hope you guys like the quick follow-up content. As I get more stuff or find more things, I'll just show the progress of everything. So yeah, hope you guys like it, and hope you guys have a good day, and I'll catch you guys out on the next one. Take it easy.